Hi, how you doing? It's Jeff Sinker from SkypeGuitarLessonsOnline.com. Great to see you again. Going to bring you another in the series of Play That Riff, and I believe this is number 10 in the series. This time we are going to be looking at one of my favourite guitarists, not guitar. Mind you, he does make good guitars as well at the moment. George Lynch, formerly of Dokken, formed a band in 1990 called Lynch Mob and brought out an album called Wicked Sensation. And we are going to be looking at the title track from that. Good fun to play, really is. I'm sure you'll enjoy playing along with this one. Of course, I've got all the tablature for you and also the backing track that you heard when I did the playthrough at the beginning. So that can all be found by clicking on the link below. I'll take you to my website and you'll be able to download all that information. Of course, if you enjoy this video, take the opportunity, click on that button down there in the corner, subscribe to my channel, and that'll keep you up to date with all the new videos that I'm putting through. So let's get on. Enough of me talking. I'm sure I am boring you silly, jabbering away here. So let's get the cameras in close and let's go through this track bar by bar. So don't go away.
Preview.
So we're going to take this bar by bar. So we start off, it opens up with this riff. Now we're going to start it on the first finger on the 4th fret, and I use my little finger or third finger, whichever you choose, on the 6th fret. So we've got this C5 chord. So we're going to play a downstroke. Then we're going to mute on the 4th fret on the A string twice. And then we play this diminished chord, which is just really just dropping your 3rd finger down to 5th fret, still keeping this 1st finger on 4th fret. Another 2 downstrokes on the 4th fret. Then we do a flat bar across 4 and 4 on the A and D. And then we're going to play just one A open string back to this double stop. And then we're going to switch our fingers. So we got our 3rd finger now on 4th fret on the A string, and our 1st finger plays 2nd fret on the D string. So I'll play you through that bar. Bar number 2 starts off the same way, so we're back on the C5 chord. So we play the downstroke, 2 downs on the 4 on the A string. Then we play down that 4 and 5. And we've got 2 more downstrokes on the 4th fret on the A. Then we move to 4 on the D, and we're going to play this little triplet, which is 4, 5, 4. Then we go back to 4th fret on the A string, crossing over to 4 on the D string, and then we play this little pinched harmonic. So this bar would sound like this. Bar number 3 is exactly the same as bar number 1. And we go into bar number 4. Bar number 4 again starts off the same way with this 4 and 6 across A and D. 2 downstrokes. And then 4 and 5. Then we have this little run that he's going to play. Starts off on 4th fret on the A string. Then we're just going to play this run up. We do open string E. 2, 3, 4. Cross back to 2 on the A string. And then we do an E5 chord. So this bar would sound like this. Let me play that a bit more up to speed for you. Then we go back to the same bar that we played on bar 1, the opening bar, which is that rundown from the 6-5-4. Now we go into bar 7, again starting off the same way. Now after that we're going to play 2 downstrokes on the A. We do that little triplet. Then we're switching, and I switch to my 3rd finger to pick up 4 on the A string. Crossing to 2 on the D string. Then we got this little slide up. Brings you back into the next bar. So this bar would sound like this. Let me do that in slow motion or slow time for you. Then we repeat the same as bar 1. Next bar is the same as previous bar, where we played the little run. Now that takes us through the intro section. Now, through the verses, what he uses, he slows the down picks on the A string. So he just does this little crossover between the chord and just muting it. So you get this. So we play on the C5, then we just do a little click, and the 4-4, and then we do this open, which is the same as the opening bar, but the only difference is on this is that little chug. Bar 11 does the same, it's got the same idea of this chug. But then we got this little triplet on the D string, 4-5. Going from that 4-2. And then that little chord back, the 2 chord. And that 2-3. And then we repeat that previous intro line, that previous chug line, that. Taking us to the next bar, which is bar 13. Now bar 13 is exactly the same as the previous one with that little run up. So you're going to get. Then we go back to the typical one that we've been playing right from the start. Bar 15 goes back to a similar bar we've played before. And then we repeat the intro bar that we've been using quite frequently in this. So on bar 17 we are setting up for the pre-chorus. The way we do that, we start off with this C5 card, but you'll notice now I'm playing with my 1st finger on 4 and I'm using my 2 fingers, 3rd and little finger. Bar 17 is the lead-in. Bar 17 is the lead-in to the pre-chorus. We start off with this C5 chord, but you'll notice now I'm playing with my first finger and using 2 fingers here on the 6th fret. I'm using 6 on D and 6 on G. So I play, then I've got the 2 downstrokes on the 4th fret. Then I play a 4/4, back to the 6, back to that C5, 4 and 6. Then I'm going to play just 1 C5. So that bar will sound like this. The pre-chorus opens up with this chord that I'm playing now, where I've shifted down from this 4/6, I've shifted down to 2/4, and I'm also going to be including the B and the E strings. So I start off with 2 and 4 on the A and D, I hit them together. Then I do 4 on the D, 4 on the G, and then I hit 4 and the 2 open strings together. So that will sound like this. And I slide down, so I'm taking my first finger off, and I'm going to play A and 2nd, which is now being held down with my 3rd finger, together. Then I play 2 on the D, 2 on the G, and then I finish off same way but using 2 and the open B and E. So I go. And to finish that bar off, I'm just going to play an A5 to a B5. Now we are got again a series of power chords. This time I'm going to be moving down from that C5 to a B5, switching to an F sharp 5. And then I do a 2/0. So I'm doing 2 on the E to open E, and I repeat the same phrase again, going C5, B5, F sharp 5. And I mute on the 4 count. Then I go back and I go to this chord, this B5 chord with the 2 open strings. So again, I'm going to repeat that. Repeat down to the E5. Sorry, this A type chord I've got, this A with the open. Now, what I do on here, on the last part of the 4 count, I'm going to play 2 16ths, running into the 4th fret. So I run this 2 3 4. Then I'm going to do a double stop along 4th fret on the D and G, going across to A and the D doing 6. So it sounds like this. So I've got that moving across. Then I repeat. Now when I play that the first time around, second time, I only play 3. So the first one is 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3. And then takes us to the end of the passage. Well, I do hope you enjoyed learning how to play Wicked Sensation by Lynch Mob. Just gives you a little insight into the methodology of George Lynch when he's playing. He's just such a wonderful guitarist. If you haven't listened to a lot of George Lynch in the past, I do recommend that you get onto YouTube, get onto iTunes, whichever source you use for your music, and listen. Don't forget he was in Dokken, and then he went on and he formed Lynch Mob. Then he went solo, did a couple of solo albums, I believe. I know I've got one of them myself, which is just wonderful stuff. His use of chords, rhythms, and also some of the melodic scales that he uses when he's playing over. Very, very, very good guitarist. You're going to learn an awful lot by listening just to what Lynch plays. So, Until the next time when we get together for another one of these lessons, this is Jeff Sinker from SkypeGuitarLessonsOnline.com, wishing you well. Look forward to your company again on the next video, but until then, goodbye.